if I were you. I know you're scared. I'd be too if I were you. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. 'Cause all the girls you better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A game. You better bring your A game. Bring your A game. You better bring your A.
That's right, Vikings fans. Your Minnesota Vikings win today, 27-19 versus the New Orleans Saints. So we're going to get into some game box numbers. We got Joshua Rocket Man Dobbs, 23 for 34. 268 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 sack. Minnesota rushing. Ty Chandler, 15 carries for 45 yards, 1 touchdown with a long of 13. Joshua Dobbs, 8 carries for 44 yards, 1 touchdown with a long of 11. Madison, 8 carries, 27 yards, no touchdowns, long of 9. And Kenye, 2 carries, 9 yards, with a long of 8. Let's get down to receiving. TJ Hawkinson, he led 11 receptions, 134 yards, 1 touchdown, with a long of 28. 15 targets. Jordan Addison, 4 receptions, 69 yards, no touchdowns, with a long of 29, 7 targets. Brandon Powell, 4 receptions, 35 yards, 0 touchdowns, with a long of 14, 5 targets. Jalen Naylor, 1 reception, 16 yards, 1 target. Munt, 2 receptions, 8 yards, 2 targets. And Alexander Madison with 1 reception for 6 yards, 2 targets. Overall, we had 23 receptions for 268 yards passing, 1 touchdown passing, with a long of 29 by Jordan Addison. The defense. I'll just go over the guys with sacks. DJ Wanham had a sack. Bullard had a sack. And Daniil Hunter had a sack. So let's talk about the game. First half, awesome. It was looking like we was going crazy. I do feel Madison was getting way too many touches, even though he had 8 carries. It seemed like he was getting the ball a lot more. Maybe just because every time he did get the ball, he was running into someone's butt. But I do feel the second half, KLC went a little too conservative, but we got the W. So that's all that matters. Me and SK were talking about it. As long as we win, we win. And I'm happy about that. We got the W. I do feel like it's going to be Rocket Man's job to lose now. He's going to be working with the ones more. And it's going to be his job to lose. So what I'm going to start doing after each game, I'm going to do a mock after each game, and it'll be my it'll depend on what I pick, where I pick, who I pick, depending on the outcome of the game and the situation we are in. So for this mock, the scenario is Dobbs plays well, we get to the playoffs, and we go from there. In this scenario, I'm going to piggyback off my man Zoe from In the Zone podcast. And with that, we're going to go ahead and re-sign Mr. Joshua Dobbs, the Rocket Man. Hopefully for like a 15-year, $15 million per year contract or whatever. Maybe a 2-year deal or something. However you want to work it. Now just imagine we still got Kirk Cousins on the books for what? I believe 28 million. So you take that 28 million plus the 15 and that'll be the big high price tag for a quarterback. And we just let Kirk Cousins walk. No more kicking it down the can. No more extending the void years. We want that contract off the books in 2025. It needs to be done. Rip the Band-Aid, get that contract off the books, and be done with it. One of the reasons why I want to do that, during the live stream, the watch party, I brought this up. I think we need to re-sign Danielle Hunter. I think he wants stability of a contract with some guaranteed money. This is what I propose. A 5-year contract, 75 million guaranteed with incentives to where we can have an out. You can spread that money around a little bit and have an out after 3 years. But Danielle Hunter needs to be on this team. That way we could get another edge rusher in 3 years from LSU. You know where I'm going with this. Jackson Howard, my nephew. Talk to JJ. Just be like, look, JJ, this is what we're going to do. This is what we need to do. When it's your time, expect to be paid. But right now, we got to fill some holes. So with that being said, this is the draft that I did. Let me pull it up. Hold on. All right. So in the first round, I went with Zerzan Newton, defensive line. We're going to need some beef on the inside, defensive interior line. Top pick from Illinois. Be sure to go check out his game tape and his highlights. Got an A on that grade. Second round, edge rusher, Chris Braswell. Hopefully, Brian Flores is going to be sticking around. And if we stick with that 3-4 defense, Chris Braswell fits in that type of defense. He's a stand-up outside linebacker / edge rusher. To pair with Danielle Hunter, most likely Davenport was going to be gone. And with that being said, we do need to re-sign Wano. Keep him on the team. Down in the fourth round, as you guys can see, our running game is atrocious right now. So I picked up Donovan Edwards, running back from Michigan. Be sure to go check out his highlights, his game tape. From what I saw, he can catch some balls out the backfield, catches the passes, is able to find some holes, and carry the rock. After him, we got linebacker Samuel Madone Jr., linebacker out of Georgia. Got to watch some more film on him, but I feel we need a linebacker in that situation. Got an A grade on him, but I feel we need a linebacker in that situation. Troy Dye ain't going to be the guy. We don't know what's going to go on with Hicks. Hopefully, Asamoah steps up. He's on the field more. But I do think we're going to need some more linebacker depth. 5th round. If you guys know me, if he's on the board, I've been screaming his name a lot. Jordan Travis, quarterback from FSU. If we could get him at this spot, and our quarterback room is Dobbs, Jaron Hall, and Jordan Travis, all very similar. I think all being able to run an offense without having to change the offense to where if anyone got hurt, the next quarterback would be able to step in and still be able to run the same type of offense. So I went with Jordan Travis. Next, I went with Jalen McMillan, wide receiver from Washington. I don't think KJ's going to be back. Naylor really can't stay healthy, but to have Jordan Addison or Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, if we bring back Powell, Tristan Jackson, and Jalen McMillan working and fighting for that wide receiver 3 spot, I'd be okay with. And my final pick, so I got a A+ for Jordan Travis, a A+ for Jalen McMillan, and for the final pick of the draft, I went defensive back, Cam Hart out of Notre Dame, just for some depth, special teams, stuff like that. But I'm very excited about this win. Skull baby. You know, it's the weekend.
I had to make some money, blew it out by the weekend. Some within the ball, saw 3 friends. Took me to the crib for 3 twins.
But yeah, that's my draft. That's my mock. You know, oops, wrong one. Let's put up this one. So we just beat the Saints. Next week, we go to Denver. Very, very winnable game. Then we go to Chicago. Even after we beat the San Francisco 49ers, I predicted we'd be 8-4 by the bye week. After Kirk Cousins got hurt, I felt a little different. But from what I'm seeing right now with Dobbs, and as long as KOC doesn't go too conservative with his gameplay and his game talk, I think we could still be 8-4 by the bye week. Gonna have Justin Jefferson coming back soon. I can't wait to see some of the plays from Dobbs to Jefferson. He's gonna open up the game, especially if he takes on double teams. That's going to open up Jordan Addison. Us Vikings fans are excited right now. We haven't seen the Vikings with a mobile quarterback in a long while. My man Chandler needs to be starting. I'm sorry to say it. He just needs to be starting. When we go to Denver next week, first series when we're on offense, he should be getting the rock. Like I said before, it's Dobbs' job to lose now. But I'm excited to know that Jaron Hall played well enough to where if Dobbs does go on a downward spiral, that we would be able to put Hall in and we could watch him for the rest of the season. Let me know what you guys think of the mock. Would you still want a quarterback in the first round? Are you okay with bringing on Dobbs next year? If you go, and again, this is all if he plays good throughout the rest of the season. So next week's mock could change. I might want a quarterback in the first round. He could shit the bed. And I'll be like, oh, you know what? We're going to need a quarterback in the first round. But from what I'm seeing right now, this week, on this mock, I'm okay with getting a quarterback in a later round. So, Skull Vikings. We got the dub. Let's get another one. 8-4. By the by. Don't forget to tune into, I don't know whose channel it's going to be on tonight. Either Rap's channel, Purple Pocket Podcast, or Justin Day's channel, Purple and Gold for Days. They're going to have their post-game show at 8 p.m. Central. And following them, TYA post-game show, That's Your Ass, The Catch, will be at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. As always, Skull Vikings, be for real. Thank you for tapping in.
I know you're scared. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, if I were you. I know you're scared. I do too. If I were you. You